Coaches, are you looking for a good short yardage goal line package in the air raid? Stay tuned.
Light 72. Light 72.
Coaches, welcome back to the 92 Meshgroup channel, your home on YouTube for the air raid offense. If you like videos like this, we'd love if you just join our community. You know, hit that like button on the video and share it to your buddies, and then subscribe, and then make sure you click that bell so you know when we go live. We're going to start getting a little bit more regular as we get towards the end of the year. Really excited about what's going on in the air raid community and what's going on with 92 Meshgroup in particular. Talk to so many of you guys, you know, daily, you know, through Twitter and Facebook and things like that, and just really excited that we're able to help some of you guys. And I know, like, when I get onto the Facebook page and stuff like that, seeing how you guys are saying, hey, look, we did this last year, now we're doing this year, and we're scoring points and we're doing great things, and it just it's really good to know that the stuff that we're doing is helping people, you know, not only be successful but to have fun, because, you know, I think, to me, that's the thing about the air raid is it's fun. What I thought we would talk about today is something that we came up with because our quarterback got hurt. We didn't know if he was going to be able to play. He had a bruised bicep, and so, you know, that was the week that I threw all the balls in practice. And my trainer looked at me one day and he said, "Coach, I've never had to ice the head coach before." I mean, yeah. And I was like, yeah, the head coach has never thrown as many balls before. But you know, we went through that whole process, and we had to try to figure out what we could do to move the football. And, you know, that it's kind of weird because, you know, the kid that we had that was the backup just really wasn't ready to go in and do that. And a lot of you guys who are at small schools, you know, you understand what we're talking about. And because, you know, we had great players, but we only had a few of them. And so a lot of you guys hit me up on Twitter, "Yo, Coach, how do I do this?" You know, at a school with, you know, the school that I was at, we had 600 kids. And, you know, 600 kids, we'd have 30, 32 on the team. And, you know, we just had to make the best of it. And so, you know, you really had to practice smart and take care of your kids and make sure that they were trying to take care of themselves. And especially later on in the year, I mean, I don't even think we wore pants in practice at all. Once conference season started, we were in shorts and tops, and we really taught them how to practice, and it was really beneficial for us. Hey, listen, if you want to talk about how we practice though and those kind of things, all of that good stuff is in our total air raid system package right now. Got that 50% off sale because my boy App State are doing that business, and so use the code Yosef if you'd like to check that out, and I'll put a link in the video if you want to do that. Also, want to thank our Patreons. We got a couple of guys who are helping us out, and is really helping me as far as getting the venue and everything for Air Raid Nation. If you'd like to do that, we have 3 tiers. I think it's $1, $5, or $10 tiers. If you want to join that, and we're going to be setting up our monthly Patreon clinic here pretty soon. All right, so let's jump into this. And so what we came up with was, you know, we were a big screen team. And so, you know, our X and our Z were wiggle guys because I really like the fast screens. I like my bigger guys inside and my little guys on the outside. I know it's kind of weird, but it's because I was a jet sweep guy. And so we came up with what we called Cowboy. And so we had Cowboy flip and Cowboy slide. And so what we did is we went to a pistol. And when we went flip, we just bumped everybody over a position like that. I'm sorry, I drew that up wrong. We left it, we would do this. We would go unbalanced. We would put him on the ball. We would roll H over and put X. So that was Cowboy slide. We slid everybody over a man. And so now this was unbalanced, and obviously Y couldn't go out for a pass. And then we would run jet sweep like that. And then we'd fake jet sweep, and then we'd run the dart back underneath. And it was really cool because, you know, we would come out there in tempo. And then, you know, we put a little play in where we run jet sweep, and then we gave the ball to Z on a reverse. And I think I talked about this in another video one time. But that idea of Cowboy slide was cool. And then we went flip, and what we did on flip is we just bumped everybody over a man like this. And then we would run jet sweep the other way. You know, so we'd still be unbalanced this way, bang, bang, come in, run dart, quarterback dart, all that other stuff. And then we even had one where we would just, we would lead everybody and we'd kind of reverse out with the quarterback and do that. And so, it was a neat deal that we came up with, and we didn't have to change any blocking schemes. You guys know how I am about CBA now. We didn't have to change any blocking schemes on that. But what we found was it was a nice little deal to be able to jump in and out of, and it didn't take but 5 minutes to put it in. And so we get ready through the week, and our training staff did a great job. And then on Friday night, the quarterback's able to play. And I'm like, we put this mess in all week, and now we're not going to run it because we can run the regular stuff. And I was like, nah, man, this is too good. And so we did. And then the first play of the game, we ran that reverse and off of that play, and almost scored a touchdown. And then we just mixed it in and out because we didn't want him to throw if he didn't have to. And it was a big rivalry week for us, and scored a bunch of points doing that. So that Cowboy was really, really good. And and like I said, we did that. The other thing that we'd like to do is what we called hammer. And basically hammer is two backs back here in the backfield, and then we'd have Z out there, and then if we wanted to put Z over here, we would just go hammer flip, and which always tells Z and our offense to go the other way. But we would get back here like this, and we would run dart. Same rules, double team all ones, base all threes. So let's say the one was here. Then we would have two double teams like that, and then he would lead it up in there. And so we would go hammer and run that, and then of course we could fake it and do some other things like that. So these are kind of some ways that we'd like to do that. Now I will tell you this: I will get up under center and run the quarterback sneak. I'm not afraid to do that. I think if you don't do that, you're hurting yourself. I mean, why you want to be in the shotgun on the 1 inch line? I mean, that may be controversial, but I think you got to teach your kids how to take snaps. It's just doing them a disservice. You might have a big time kid and he signs somewhere and he thinks they're going to be in a shotgun, and the coach gets fired, and now he's got to take snaps from under the center, and he's never done it before. And so I think we owe that to our kids to teach them how to do that, and also just to be smart so you learn how to quarterback sneak that. So hey, I hope this stuff kind of helps you, gives you some ideas about doing some things. And listen, sometimes the best things come by accident. So hey, like I said, just check us out on the Total Air Raid System sale. Use code Yosef. If you haven't, please do try to subscribe to the channel. We're almost to $2,000, man. This is ridiculous how many of you guys are supporting us, and we just really, really appreciate it. And if you have it in your heart to be one of our Patreons, to help us take care of the clinic, check that out too at patreon.com/92meshgroup. And always, spin it to win.